Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hey Listen Video Game Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Zach, otherwise known as ZRPG, and I'm joined here with my co-host.
Cole Annoying Navi, and here we have our guest, Jordan, or Skidding and Gaming. So
What's
if
up,
you want to
guys?
introduce yourself, yep.
Thanks for having me on. You just want me to talk about my channel a little bit, or?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead.
All right. Well, I have a gaming channel on YouTube. It's Skating and Gaming. I do, collections and just general gaming stuff. So I'm also on Twitter and stuff, but we'll get into that in the plugs and stuff. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
hmm So I guess with that being said, we can just move on to.
Well, first, before we start that, I just wanted to
Mhm.
say that we really appreciate all the support we've been given because we didn't expect to get as much feedback as we did, but we got a lot in the forums and on Twitter, so it was really appreciated. We made some minor changes to the segments, but we really didn't make too many drastic changes. Like I added one segment, but we'll get into all that later on. So
And hopefully the recording sounds good this time. Hopefully you don't have any problems, and yeah, if we do, it's Anzi's fault. So yeah.
all right, so let's just get into the crap we've been doing segment, and we'll start off with the. We actually decided to change before we were just listing off all the videos we watched in the community before, and we just kind of thought it was a little stale, so we decided to change it to the 3 most enjoyed channels in the community for the previous week. So it'll mostly just be, this limits it, but also like focuses the conversation more, I think. And
Mhm.
I'll just get things started real quick.
Okay.
There really weren't that many videos from the community that I saw all that often, but um, the main one that I recently started watching was, they're not that much into our community anymore, but I remember them being around in the earlier days, and that's Far From Subtle, or Video Games Awesome.
hmm
Have you heard of them before?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
just
heard of
a little bit.
Yeah, I heard of them, but I never really looked into it. But I've always heard like amazing things about them. But I just recently got into their stuff, and they basically just sit there on the couch and play games, and it's really awesome. I've been getting into a lot of their videos. They play like a huge variety of games, and they pretty much play through the whole thing for the most part, right there. So
Yeah, I know a couple of my friends have actually, like, they didn't even play a game. They just watched them play it, and they enjoyed it just as much. So
Mm.
they must be pretty good.
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, they had some cool videos. I used to watch them a little bit when I'm pretty sure like one of the people involved on that channel was like on All Gen Gamers, I think. So I kind of looked into it then, but yeah, they have some pretty good videos.
Yeah.
hmm
So mostly this week I just watched like just to name the highlight one that I've been watching from them is, I've been watching their Mario and Sonic, like the London 2012 Olympics or something like that. And
Nice.
even though I've heard the game's not that good, they still make it really entertaining with all the stuff they do, so that's cool.
I hear their Heavy Rain Let's Play is actually really good
Yeah,
because that
I
yeah
still
because
haven't
that game's
checked that out, but
yeah
go
that game's
ahead.
basically a movie, so you can just watch that.
Right.
hmm
Because the only ones I've really checked out from them is that one, and their Animal Crossing one was pretty good too. Um, and the second person is the Donovan Viper. Have you been watching him?
Yeah, I watch them.
Honestly, I haven't, but
He
yeah,
he's not he's not one of the big ones. He's only
hmm
got 200 subscribers, but that's like more than double the amount that I have. But um, he made some pretty good things. Like he started this Viper's Venom series, which is really cool.
Yeah, I
Where
saw that.
they're basically like rants kind of, but where he's like, he doesn't hold back or anything. And he started the subscriber spotlight thing too, which is pretty cool.
Hmm.
And my last person is Review Tech USA. I haven't been
Yes.
as into him lately because he basically just posts news articles nowadays. But so whenever I see something interesting, I watch it. But I watched his Cheetah Men 2 Kickstarter video, like whether it's a scam or not, and
Mhm.
that explained a lot of things for me because I
Yeah,
wasn't exactly sure on the whole thing, but that cleared up a lot of stuff for me.
yeah. We should go into that. Maybe not now, but a little bit
Yeah,
later.
I was gonna
Yeah.
bring that up with the news
Okay.
part, but I figured that that's the main video I saw, so I
Mhm.
would bring that up here.
Okay.
And yeah, that's pretty much all for me. So, do you wanna go ahead with yours, Cole?
Sure. So obviously, Review Tech USA. Been watching him,
Hmm.
and since you just brought him up, I'll just kind of go on to the next one. But Retro Gamer 3, he put out a video where it was top 10 boss battles, and it was very entertaining, I thought. And yeah, I really like his channel. He was actually the first person in the community that I actually subscribed to. So
Hmm.
yeah, that was.
I still haven't seen pretty much any of his videos though. I
Oh
hear his name tossed around a lot, but I still haven't
yeah,
watched them.
yeah, they're really really good. But yeah,
Right.
that's that. Then the last one, Games of War. He put out his second part to the Silent Hill series review type of thing.
Hmm.
Road to Silent Hill, and yeah, it was pretty cool too. Uh, I really like his channel as well. He's into kind of similar games as me, uh, you know, and I like just kind of learning about like all the Sega CD games and stuff. So he has a pretty cool channel too, and that's pretty much it, I guess. Really, there hasn't been too many videos lately, but
Yeah,
yeah,
there
that's
really
it.
hasn't.
So yeah. So Jordan, do you want to mention yours or
Yeah, sure. Well,
okay?
like you guys said, there hasn't been a whole lot out there this
Mhm.
week. But I did get around to watching TV and Lust's July collection update video, and
Hmm.
I always enjoy those, so that was pretty good.
Mhm.
Um,
Yep.
and I watch a lot of other stuff, like non-gaming stuff, but not going to go into that. But The Amazing Atheist, been watching his videos. And also, I got into this one YouTuber. I don't know how I found him, but have you guys ever heard of Shoe Nice?
I don't think so.
No.
Well, basically what he does is all he does is like eat weird stuff. Like he'll eat like pencils and books and stuff. It's like really weird, but I don't know. His videos are like really addicting.
That's
Hmm.
So that's pretty
yeah.
much it. I mean, I was away most of the weekend, so I probably missed a couple videos, but
Hmm.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay then.
Cool. Cool.
Let's see. So then,
All right.
Zach, if you wanna, okay. Hmm.
You can next time the next part we'll do is just the podcast. We didn't decide to change anything of this because it's not near as much as there are videos sometimes, but so we're just gonna name off all of them again. So Cole, you can go ahead and start it off.
Okay. Well, actually, I only listened to one podcast. Oh, actually two. Actually one today. TV and Lust put out episode 86 today,
Yeah.
so I listened to that. That was really entertaining,
Hmm.
and just playing video games while listening to it. And the other one I listened to was Operation Killscreen.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So then, and then before that, Video Game Outsiders. I listened to their episode live on Tuesday. And if
Hmm.
any of you are interested in listening to Video Game Outsiders, every Tuesday at 9 p.m. they have a live show on allgames.com. So if you're interested in that, that's where to go. So
Cool.
that's pretty much all I've been listening to. Not as many this week, but I've been really
Hmm.
busy. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
All right. So this is probably gonna be one of the few times that I've watched more than you because you watch so many at once
Mm-hmm.
sometimes. But Hit Reset Radio episode 6. Um, this was the one they were just doing it solo. They didn't have a guest, but they're always really good. They do some of the best podcasting I've listened to recently.
Mm-hmm.
And the Users episode 7. That one was really cool with MIDI Pour. And yeah, Operation Killscreen like you. All Gen Gamers episode 105. That one was cool as well. And TV and Lust episode 85 and 86. I had to watch them both this week because I didn't listen to the last one last week. But yeah, they were really good. I think my question was answered in episode 86.
Nice.
And Rad Rascal Special number 2. The special ones are really awesome. They're
Yeah,
not
they are.
they're not gaming related, but they are definitely really cool hearing the stories they have.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
yep. Is that it?
Jordan, yeah,
Okay.
Jordan, you want to go into yours now?
Sure. Like you guys, the Operation Kill Screen podcast. I'm about halfway through it. I've been slacking a little bit on podcasts, so I'm gonna listen to that tonight. And then TV and Less podcast. They just put out their new one today, and I still haven't listened to the last one yet. I haven't even started it, so I have 2 of theirs to listen to. And then Radio Free Nintendo. I don't know if you guys listened to that one.
No.
Nope.
They last week they had a 5-hour episode all about the Wii and they went through the Wii's lifespan because it's on its way out, So that was really good. Actually, I didn't listen to the whole thing. I listened to about 3.5 hours of it, but that was enough for me. And if you guys don't listen to that, you should definitely check it out.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, what was that called again? Because
Radio Free Nintendo.
Okay, yeah, I'll look into it.
Yeah, I'll too.
And yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Cool. All right, so now we get into the meat of the discussion, and we'll get into the games we've been playing recently. And I'll start it off real quick.
Okay.
I really haven't been playing that much until the later part of the week, but I decided later on that I really wanted to change the way that I'm really playing video games because, as you saw last week, I was bouncing around a lot, and I really wasn't getting much done. Like I'd play 15 or 30 minutes of a game, and then move on to the next one. But the thing is, I really can't. I find it so difficult to focus on just 1 or 2 games at one point. So I decided I'm gonna go with like a system where I have like 2 modern games I'm gonna play at once, like whether it be 2 360 games or a Wii game or whatever, and then I'll have 1 handheld game and 1 retro game, which includes GameCube and earlier than that. So that's how I'm gonna do it from now on, and I'll just be sticking with that. But before I started that, I played a little bit of Modern Warfare 3 with my sister's boyfriend. We played that really late, so I really wasn't into it that much. But I've been kind of out of the Modern Warfare 3 loop, even though I used to play it a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest here. I'll pop that in every once in a while just to goof around or whatever. But I just get really frustrated. I'm so bad at it that it's just frustrating.
Oh, I used to be terrible at those games. I remember Call of Duty 4. I got so mad once. I took my headset and just threw it on the ground, and yeah, it broke. But they're just
Go ahead.
I was just pretty much done, but.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
I was playing Black Ops one time, and I had my blue PS3 controller, and I got so mad that I just chucked it on the ground. And you know how when you get mad at games, you maybe slap your controller or whatever? Well, I threw it, and it broke like in half, so.
Yeah. My friend, he does that a lot, where he'll take his controllers, he'll just throw them on the ground as hard as he can. It's hilarious to watch, though, so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really bad at the game, but I'm not near as good as some of the people out there that play it for like 7 days. But I usually beat my brother or my sister's boyfriend whenever we play, because I don't really play that much with the other people online anymore, because my Wi-Fi is really wonky sometimes.
Yeah.
But we only played that for a little while, and I tried popping in Toy Story 3 on the 360 at one point. But I had to really big urge to play that again because I never really gave it too much of a shot back when it was like when everyone was talking about it, but then I completely lost interest again. So, but then when I decided I wanted to have like a set system of games I'll be playing and everything, like I mentioned, that's really when I started getting into like Dead or Alive Dimensions. I decided that would be my handheld game, and I actually beat that this week. But have
That's
you
a great
guys?
game.
Yeah, it is. Have you? Do you guys have any games where you just kind of don't want the full experience and you just kind of want to play without even looking at the story? Because a lot of times
Mm-hmm.
I'm really butthurt about like watching every cutscene and talking to every person, but
Yeah.
in Dead or
That
Alive Dimensions, I just decided that I wanted to like skip every cutscene, and I really didn't know what was going on, and I just kind of piled through the game really quickly.
I've never seen any cutscene in any of the Sonic Generations or Colors games, so
Hmm.
yeah. I don't
Yeah,
think I want to.
I do that if number one, I do that if the cutscenes are incredibly boring, or if I just don't care about the story. I'll just skip them.
So yeah, Dead or Alive Dimensions was pretty good, but it's really hard to judge it when I'm not really getting the full experience. Like cutscenes are a pretty big portion of it actually, because the matches are really quick. But I found it. I don't know if I was on easy mode or something. I don't remember choosing a difficulty, but yeah, I found it really easy, even just to like button mash. You don't really have to be that good at the game to beat it.
Yeah, it's a really simple game. There's not a whole lot of combos. There's not really any combos, but it's
Hmm.
simple, but it can be really complex. It's hard to explain.
Hmm. I really want to get that game. I haven't seen it anywhere, so yeah, I'm looking for it though. So
Yeah, I don't have Street Fighter 4 3D edition, so that's pretty much my sole fighting game on the 3DS right now.
yeah, there's a lot of fighting games on the 3DS, aren't there?
Oh
There's
yeah,
what? Yeah, Dead or Alive, Street Fighter, Blaze
Blaze.
Blue.
Yeah,
Yeah, hmm, pretty cool. So
Um, yeah, so that was my handheld game. I haven't decided what handheld game I'll do next. I might do like Professor Layton. I'm not sure yet though. But I also forgot to mention Super Mario Bros. I'm like constantly playing that, but I still can't beat it, and that's on the Virtual Console again. Because I always make stupid mistakes or something at some point, which costs me the game. Um, but I think the furthest I've made is like 7-4 or something like that. Um, but I decided that's not going to be one of the games that are like in my set amount of games I'm going to play. I decided that's just going to be on the side because it's going to take me forever to beat that game.
hmm,
And
mhm.
oh yeah, I also forgot that I'm not going to count the games in my set games from the ones that me and my brother, whenever my brother's around, we usually play like a multiplayer game where we'll have a co-op game going. And we decided he recently got Plants vs. Zombies on the 360.
Nice.
Um, like I have that on the iPhone and I've played through it there, but he got it on the 360 and there's like this special co-op, there's these special co-op and versus modes on it that's not on any of the other versions. So we were playing a little bit of the co-op, but we haven't played much of it yet.
Yeah, that's a great game. Plants vs Zombies. I've put a lot of time into that, but yeah,
What,
it's one of the best games on the iPhone for sure. So
well, you have it on the iPhone?
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's really fun though. So kind
And
of want to yeah.
it's a really good puzzle game, but
Hmm.
like what is that called? What would this game be classified as? Is it a puzzle
Uh,
game or a
RTS or is it?
strategy,
I
I
don't know.
guess? Hmm.
Uh, I don't know. Oh, Tower Defense, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't play near that many tower defense games, so I never really even consider that genre because that's really a scarce genre. You don't see many tower defense games out there.
Yeah. The only other one I have is Crystal Defenders, and it cost me like $10 for an iPhone app, but I've still bought it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my brother
Yeah.
got Crystal Defenders R1 on the WiiWare, but
Yeah,
I haven't.
Mhm.
I haven't played that yet though.
Yeah, that's actually probably my favorite iPhone game. It's just so addicting. I've put way too much time into it.
Hmm.
Just yeah, yeah. That's
Yep.
yep.
Yeah, the only other one I really have interest in is the like I mentioned before in the last episode, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles: My Life as a Dark Lord. I
Mm.
kind of just want to have that since I like My Life as a King so much. But the last game. Wait, no, there's two more. The main game I've been playing since the last episode was Beautiful Joe again. I said I was stuck at a part before, so I got past that part, but it was a really stupid thing I was stuck on. Like you know how usually when you fall through through platforms, like say on Smash Bros, you just push down in the platform to go through it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But on Beautiful Joe, you have to push down and press A, and that's what I didn't do.
Oh, that's
Um, so that was really stupid. I had to look up game facts because I knew exactly what you were supposed to do if you would do it, but I just pushed down and you didn't do anything, so I didn't think that was the way you were supposed to go. But so yeah, that's been pretty good, but I really got burnt out on that. I actually just played that right before we started this for like an hour and a half. But yeah, it's really challenging.
hmm.
And the last game I've been playing is Batman Arkham Asylum. Have you played this
Nice.
before?
Yep, just a little bit, but it's
Yeah.
yeah.
I played it a couple months ago. It was on my summer backlog, and I finished it, and it's actually really good.
Yeah, I've only played like I think maybe a half hour of it right in the beginning. I'm not overly impressed by it, but Nostalgia King on Twitter he said that it really starts to pick up once you have access to like the whole island. So
Yeah, it's a little hard to like it. It starts off really slow, but then once you get about an hour or two in, it gets really good once you like unlock some of the different like abilities and stuff.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna play more of that. This is gonna be my one of the main uh, home console games I'm gonna focus on now, and hopefully I'll stick with it, and you'll see it on the next episode, hopefully. So that's about it. So
Okay.
Cole, you want to get into
Um,
yours?
or actually, Jordan, do you want to go first, just
Sure
to
thing.
change up the order? Okay.
Sure. Okay. So first off, we got I'm about like
You
17,
just
18
cut out
hours.
Well,
there.
yeah, you cut out there. We didn't hear the
Oh,
name.
really?
Yeah.
Skyward Sword. That's what
Okay.
I'm playing.
All right.
Nice.
Um, I'm about 17 or 18 hours in, and it's really good. I'm actually really enjoying it. Like when I first started playing it, I wasn't really impressed. I thought it was really slow, and I still think there's like too much hand holding and stuff, but
Mhm.
it's not a bad game actually. I'm at the oh, what is it? It's like the sand dungeon.
Is that
Yeah.
like the pirate ship?
Yeah, that one.
Mhm.
And I'll admit I'm using the game facts when I get stuck. So because in the game facts it says that this is like the hardest dungeon, so
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to use it. Um, did you
Did
guys
you?
beat that game? Or
I don't have it, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, annoying Navi. The Zelda fan
it
is does not
you
have Skyward Sword yet.
you have to buy Motion Plus, so it's not
that's like
fair.
it's like what, $5?
Maybe, but that's $5 I don't have. It's because I figure I don't know. Is it
Mister
$5?
It's probably a little bit more, but
$5
Yeah.
you don't have, Mister. I'm
It's
gonna
it.
buy a PlayStation Vita.
Yeah. Shut up. See
Yeah.
we.
Yeah. I think I played like 17 hours. I think that's where about I was, and then I just kind of fell off of it. I really want to get back into that. That's gonna be one of the next games I
yeah,
think I'm
it's
gonna
hard to get
We
get
back
back into
into.
because oh, is it? Yeah. I can
we
imagine it
Yeah.
can be. But the controls work really well. Even though I hear some people say the controls are really bad and then for some people it works perfectly. So I don't know what's up with that. Like
uh
my brother says like the controls like never work for him. And
Well,
really.
When
You
when
have
it
to
when I play, it works perfectly.
you have to realize that some people think that it uses like the pointer when it actually uses like the Motion Plus. You know, I remember a while when the game first came out, there was a review that was like he rated it really poorly because he said the controls didn't work.
Oh yeah,
It turns out the whole time he wasn't even playing the game right.
Yeah, that
yeah, I
was
remember that. GameSpot.
GameSpot, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And actually, Wii Motion Plus with Skyward Sword is going to cost about 55.46, I guess. So
Well, there you go.
Not bad.
yeah, that's
Or you know, you
no.
could
I
get
actually Red Steel 2 bundle or something, but
yeah, you
it's
could get that.
yeah, that's what I was thinking about getting. So because I mean, Wii Motion Plus with that's a lot cheaper, right? So
Yeah. Or you could get like what is it? Isn't there another game that has the Fling Smash
Flink,
thing?
yeah, Flink's
Yeah, and there's
okay,
Wii Sports Resort too.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
but Red Steel 2, the bundle, it costs what 22.88 right now on Amazon. So that's only like $5 more than the actual Wii Motion Plus. So
Hmm.
yeah, I'll probably get that instead. And then after I get that, I'll pick up Skyward Sword. So yeah, so I
Nice.
should be getting paid like this week. So we'll see.
I've had mine since my Wii Motion Plus since Wii Sports Resort.
Hmm.
So I've had it for a long time, but then my brother got the bundle with Skyward Sword, which came with the really awesome gold Wii remote with the built-in Wii Motion Plus.
Oh, you suck.
Yeah. Did you
I
guys
wanted
see?
that.
Did you guys see? I think there's like a gold nunchuck out right now.
Oh yeah, on Club
Yeah,
Nintendo.
Club Nintendo,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't have any coins,
It
but
yeah, it costs like a ridiculous amount. It's like
Yeah,
900 or
wait. Oh
something.
yeah, it's a
I
lot.
I mean, it's
honestly don't think that's worth it because
yeah,
it's just
900.
kind of an aesthetic thing. Like you're just seeing gold, but
Yeah, I can see that being something where the more you use it, like it rubs off like the gold, and I don't know, it just
no, it
isn't
probably
like
has the
high quality.
same probably has the
Uh-huh.
same finish as like the Skyward Sword Wii remote, which is
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a
really
matte
nice.
finish. It's like
it
a
is.
matte finish.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Then where were we again?
Jordan. Yeah,
Oh,
Jordan,
Okay.
continue.
okay. The other games I've been playing. I've been working through the Sly collection, which is also on my backlog, and I played like a lot of it the other night. I'm playing through Sly 1 right now, and I really, really like it. Like, it's one of my favorite platformers. I don't know, I might like it more than Mario.
No.
No,
Yes. Yes.
it's actually really good. Like, I'm impressed. I'm almost finished with the first one. I have like one more mission to do.
Yeah.
Eh,
The only time I actually played it though was at my friend's house. He had a PlayStation 2, I had the GameCube, and I just remember that being like one of my favorite games of his. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's really good. And I'm trying to play through those before Sly 4 comes out, so
Mm.
I'll get that for my Vita.
same here.
I,
Yep.
I still need to play a lot of them. I still haven't played any of them, but the only one I have is Sly 2, but I want to get the first one first.
Well, I hear the second one is like most people say it's the best one out of the three,
Cool.
but yeah, that's pretty good. And I just the other day I picked up Bully for the Wii. Now
Mhm.
I had this game a couple years ago, and for some reason I loved it. Like I played it a lot. So I sold it to GameStop for like $1 or something.
Oh,
And
Yep, I've been there.
yeah, and
That's
yeah, I just rebought it at LameStop. I paid about $15 for it, and
hmm.
it's not as good as I remembered. Like I don't know, it must have been just a phase I was going through or something,
Huh.
but I'm still enjoying it. I don't know if I'm gonna like beat it or anything, but and the last game I really been playing is Luminous for the Vita, Electronic Symphony.
mhm.
That's really
Hmm.
really addicting. Um, yeah, it's I've been loving it. If you have a Vita and you don't have that game, there's a problem there. It's I usually like don't want
Hmm.
to spend more than $20 on a puzzle game. I really can't like vilify that, but this game's
Hmm.
really good.
Yeah. I'm trying to stick away from puzzle games. Just because I had a really bad experience with Tetris, where I guess there's a website called freetetris.org, I think, so you
Yeah.
can play for free with like arrow keys, and that actually caused me to fail a class. So
What? How?
it,
How?
it's all right. So I was sitting like next to my friend in class, and we were just competitive with Tetris for whatever reason,
Wha-
just trying to see who had like the biggest penis or whatever type of thing, you know.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that was not fun, but
Well, it was fun playing Tetris. It wasn't fun
yeah,
failing the class.
yeah,
Mm.
gotta stick away from that. Then I also started playing Tetris at home too. I don't know, I was just pretty addicted to it, so try not to get into that again.
But you should have self-control now, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe.
Kind of scared to find out.
But yeah, that's all I've been playing.
All
So
right.
Okay, so I guess I'll go on and actually, before I talk about what I've been playing, just wanted to kind of bring up that I've been reading a lot of older Nintendo powers lately, just because I'm
Mm.
kind of going through my huge like stack of them, and I'm still like enjoying reading the older issues, like looking at reviews and stuff for games to be like, or I got really hyped up for, like Mario Super Sluggers and. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. I guess my internet crapped out or whatever. I'm sorry, but I guess we can go back into what I was talking about. And where did I actually get cut off at? Where
it
was
Oh
was
I
yeah.
at?
right
Mhm.
when you were talking about like Nintendo Power.
Oh yeah, well I was just reading up on some old Nintendo powers, and that was just fun. But I guess I'll just go into the games I was playing, and there was only three main games. One of them being Sonic Generations for the 3DS. I beat that. Now I'm still trying to like complete the game where I feel like the real experience of playing through a Sonic game is getting S rank on every stage where it's really hard to do, but like I feel like the level of like memorization and just I don't know, the perfection of trying to get to maximum speed and stuff. I feel like that's like what Sonic does best, I guess. So that's pretty fun. Beat that and Pokemon Platinum. I am on the Elite Four, and I got all the way to the end to Cynthia, and I was on her last Pokemon, and I died because she got a critical hit, so
Hmm.
a little bit
Oh.
pissed on that. But the last game, because I really haven't been playing too much, but Thrillville, uh, Thrillville off the rails for the Wii. It's basically Roller Coaster Tycoon meets The Sims, and it's really fun. Just replaying it just to kind of see how it aged from the last time I played it. And at first I was like, I hated the graphics and everything, but after playing it for a while, I got used to it, and it's really fun. It's if you didn't grow up with the game, you might not want to play it. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
if you look up
Cool.
video, yeah.
I remember you recommending that to a lot of people, and I kept thinking in my head how terrible the game is
Oh, and
because I I have the game and it
you do.
sucks so bad.
No, that
Yeah.
game's great. I
No.
finished like three theme parks today. It's
I
really I think it's fun.
I used to think it was fun. I played it a couple years ago
Hmm.
and it was pretty good, but it's just it seems so stupid now.
It
They
didn't
say
age well.
so, I
No.
guess. I,
Because
mhm.
there's much better ones like Roller Coaster Tycoon and stuff like that. I think you could be playing.
Yeah, I just feel like I can still appreciate it now. I guess maybe that's what it is, or obviously there's the
Hmm.
nostalgia, but I can still enjoy it just as much nowadays. So whatever.
That's
That
cool.
actually I have one more game. Forgot to mention Metroid Other M. Playing through that, and that is probably my favorite Metroid game so far. Which obviously
Really?
isn't it's not a popular opinion, but it's just a lot of people complain that Samus is like feminine, but I never really felt that way. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I've never really felt that way either.
It's just
Um,
yeah.
she doesn't really show a whole lot of emotion in the other games, so
Mhm.
I don't really see how you can say she's feminine. But I
Mhm.
hear in Other M, she really shows her emotions a lot more.
Um, a little bit, but I don't know. She's kind of I don't know how to describe it. She's like emotionless when she says stuff. I
Oh
don't know.
yeah,
But it's the combat is amazing in that game. The exploration's typical Metroid. It's basically if you took a Metroid Fusion or Zero Mission, you put in a 3D environment. It's exactly what it is. It's really cool, and yeah, I think it's a great game. But that's pretty much it. So
Hmm.
if we
Yeah,
went on, mhm.
I still need to play that. I recently got that on the Best Buy Summer Gaming Blowout sale. It was
uh,
the first one they have. They have like a second one
mhm,
going now, which is probably better, but I got that for $5 then.
mhm. Yeah, I just picked it up at GameStop for 8, and it's totally worth it. It's a really good game. So
Yeah.
if you
yeah.
haven't played it, yeah,
I definitely need to get that one.
yeah.
Hmm.
So
All
I
right.
guess we can move on to the next topic or segment. So I guess that's going to be our main topic.
Nope, nope, nope,
It's
not
not.
yet.
Oh, news. I forgot.
News.
I'm a terrible person. So
News highlights. All right, you want to start this one?
sure.
Do you have any news for us?
Nothing huge. Just there's a couple things I want to talk about. First one is
All right.
Dragon Quest X that launched in Japan, and from I'm not sure if it's just the site, but it says it sold about 400,000, and that's for a Dragon Quest game in Japan. That seems really
Yeah,
low,
that's
especially on the
not a
Wii.
lot.
That seems
Hmm.
just really strange to me. So
Yeah.
I'm not. It might be the just wrong sales records or something, or
I
people
don't know.
just really hate the online. I don't know.
I'm still really looking forward to it. I'm hoping it gets over to North America soon.
Hmm. Yeah, and then other than that, just Kingdom Hearts sales sold. Let's see, 250,000, which is
Hmm.
it's kind of what I expect. It's nothing extraordinary, I guess. Not
Hmm.
extraordinary numbers, but it's kind of there. But I feel like there's way too many 3DS games right now where I just can't pick up a new release right now with
Yeah,
like Theater Rhythm and all those games.
yeah, that's exactly how I feel right now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still behind. Like I still got to get Mario Kart and Kid Icarus, and I know
Hmm.
that there's so many games coming out soon that I want. Like I have Paper Mario pre-ordered, and then I have Animal Crossing I need to get too.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, just looking at some of the games, I mean, I still have to pick up Mario Kart, just most of the big ones because I only have 4 3DS games, but yeah, still
Hmm.
waiting to get more. So that's all I have really.
That's all you have?
Yeah, not too
All right.
much.
Well, I just kind of did this last minute, and I looked
Hmm.
up some things, like some of the stuff I saw already, but I just kind of forgot about. But the first one I wanted to talk about was the whole Cheetah Men 2 scam thing.
Yeah,
Like,
this.
did have you guys like heard much about that?
No,
Yeah,
I
I've
haven't.
been I've been really into this.
So
Yeah.
basically, there's this Kickstarter going for a Cheetah Men 2, which is basically or like Cheetah Men 2: The Lost Levels, which is basically like a complete version of this notoriously bad NES game. So it was kind of like it was part of this Action 52 cart, which played like 52 games in one, but it was kind of like incomplete and
They're the best games and they're the best games ever created. Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. But basically, they have a Kickstarter going for it, and it's basically asking
Oh, you
dollars.
you actually just cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah, where did I cut out?
Oh, saying the price. Yeah.
They're asking for $65,000 in funding, and
Hmm.
it's gotten like it's been promoted by the Angry Video Game Nerd, and the Game Chasers were in a promotional video for it too. So people are wondering if it's a scam or not, because $65,000 seemed like a huge price for it, because it really shouldn't cost that much to make it. So do you think it's a scam or not, Cole?
Well, I was just gonna say I'm really not sure. There's just something about it that kind of is, I don't know. It's not a scam, but there's obviously evidence kind of pointing against that. So, really, I'm just not sure what to think.
Yeah, at first I assumed it was a scam, because $65,000 seemed like way too much. But on the guy who's doing all this, who's producing it, Greg Savage, he released like a little video saying, like, basically like a rundown of what the prices were for like the different materials for all the boxes and everything, and then he said there would be like $20,000 left over. I forget what he said he was using that for though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said just in case there's any problems with production that
Mhm.
could be used to fund you know, any inconveniences, and then I guess the rest goes to his profit. So it's kind of what people are getting upset about. But
Mhm.
mm,
So
yeah,
it kind of makes sense, but
I
at
can
this
see. Yeah.
at the same time, like the Angry Video Game Nerd and them, they were saying that they pretty much didn't really pay that much attention to it. They just kind of did it. They really didn't look that much into the project itself.
hmm Yeah, a
So
lot of people are getting upset that they supported this, and I can understand why they're upset. But I don't know. The way I see it, he's a human. He made a mistake. Whatever, big deal. So I'm just
mhm.
I kind of feel bad for him right now. That would really suck to be in his position. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, that's Jordan, do you have anything to say about that? I know you haven't been that much
No,
into it.
no, I haven't even looked into it at all.
No. All right.
Mm.
The next news thing I have, it's just a small one. It's that Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon was delayed until 2013.
I'm actually happy about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
same here.
so am I, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like we said earlier, there's way too many games coming out. I
hmm
still need to catch up on, and then the new ones coming out, they'll have to be into as well.
hmm And really, I mean, 2013 is not that far away.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
No, it's not.
yeah, I can wait.
I
Definitely.
I was kind of mad that I think Animal Crossing 3D is not going to be until like for a long time, like a lot longer than we expected. Like, I think it might be late 2012. I know it's 2013 for Europe, but because I was like, that's like my most typed game right now.
Same here.
So that one I was a little more angry about. But Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm excited for it, but I wasn't really like dying to play it or anything.
At first, I was like, I was really hyped for it, but I don't know. I guess the hype just kind of died out for me.
Hmm.
I think they should have waited before they announced it, because they kind of announced like all these games like Kid Icarus, Mario. They announced them all at once, and I feel like the hype just kind of died down on everything.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah. They just, I guess they just wanted to have like a huge like killer lineup,
uh-huh.
so people knew what to expect. That way they would actually invest in the system before it came out and everything to be ready for it.
Yeah, I can see where they're going with that, but it's not helping me buy the game, so I don't
Hmm.
know what's more important.
All right, now I'll just touch on this real quick. It says news sources suggest that the Wii U will launch on Black Friday in the United States, which is November 23rd, and it's delayed to December in Europe because of supposedly there's some manufacturing issues.
On Black Friday,
That would be crazy.
that seems weird. Is it going to be on
Yeah,
sale or anything, or is
yeah.
it?
I don't know what that means, really.
Yeah, that's
That would be really weird.
I don't know. They're probably going to have it on sale for the price that it would have been anyways. I don't
And
know.
yeah, and then say it was
Yeah.
It was going to be $500, but we'll make it 350 for you. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. It's I think actually do we know the price yet or is it
no.
No.
It's pretty ridiculous, but I'm assuming it's going to be 300, but that's
Yeah, 300, 350. It sounds about right.
Yeah, because Iwata said it wasn't going to be like they said they learned from the 3DS mistake that was too high.
mhm.
So they said that it'll be like affordable or not too bad.
Yeah, but then it's going to fail because Nintendo makes kid toys, so
And another little thing to have is Sony basically admitted that they're really struggling to get third-party support for the PlayStation Vita, and there are even rumors that a lot of PlayStation Vita projects are moving to the Wii U because of such bad sales.
the Wii U,
Uh,
that's interesting.
that actually like really makes me sad because
Yeah.
I really like the Vita, but I don't have anything to play on it.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
like I'm getting
Yeah.
excited for like Assassin's Creed and stuff, but like there's not any Sony's not doing anything to it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, remember
Mm.
that list I put on Twitter of the games I wanted?
yeah,
Like 3/4 of those were not even out yet.
yeah.
But there's I don't know what's gonna happen with it. It's sold so poorly so far. It's only out like what? It's like 3 million, I want to say,
Yeah,
maybe.
that's not a lot.
I mean, there's games that have sold more than that. So
How much did the 3DS sell by this point?
3DS is at 19 million, I'm pretty sure, right
No,
now.
I mean at like
Oh,
this point in its life
at this
cycle
point, um,
compared to like the PlayStation Vita where it's at now.
I want to say it was at like what, 7 million? Here, I'll look it up. But
Hmm. All right, I'll just move along really quickly though.
okay,
Um, I just have this thing. You want to guess what the best-selling game was in July?
sure.
Uh,
It's um, uh,
Lollipop
God,
Chainsaw.
what came out in July? Let's see. Um, guessing something. New Super Mario Bros. 2, maybe. Did that even come out in July?
That's not even out yet, dude.
Yeah,
Well
but
in
it's in
Japan,
Japan.
Oh, Japan, yeah.
but
Yeah,
I think it came out in August in Japan
yeah.
though.
I think it came out last week. Okay, so then, yeah, I have no idea. Guessing
No, I don't have any
something.
idea.
All right, it's a really exciting one. It's NCAA Football 13.
Nice.
And the second best selling was Lego Batman 2. So
Yay.
there's really exciting sales there.
Hmm.
Um, and I also wanted to mention I know Jordan made a video about this, a quick video, but the new GameCube-esque Wii U box art, where it was kind of rumored to be the box art, that's actually been confirmed by Nintendo now
Yeah.
to be the box art.
Are the cases going to be teal too, or are they going to be white? Just is that?
I'm
Um,
assuming they're gonna be teal. I've seen some mock-ups of it,
Yeah.
and
I
it
don't
looks
know,
the most natural.
but
So it, yeah.
if you look on the side though, if you look on the binding, it's still white all down the binding though.
Hmm.
It's only on the front where you at the top where it's the GameCube style thing that's teal that I
Yeah.
see.
Well, I think that the pictures they've shown were like just front covers, not really like side views.
Yeah, but you can see it. There was a picture I saw of like the Assassin's Creed one at an angle. You could see the side was just all white.
Oh, really?
Because
Yeah,
if it's yeah.
I really like them actually.
Uh-huh.
I think they look really
Yeah,
nice.
I
I
think
agree.
I think if it's like the actual case is white while the logo's teal, I think it's going to look a little bit out of place. But
Yeah.
if it's like a teal case also, I think it'll look really cool then. It'll kind of look like a 360 case kind of thing. So
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
yeah, it should be cool.
And I was thinking that I think I mentioned this on Jordan's videos in the comments. There's really been a lot of like bland colors for box arts recently. Like the DS has kind of got like colorful everything, but then it's just got that one stationary white color, and the Wii's pretty much all white aside from like New Super Mario Bros. Wii and the yeah, it's just kind of been bland colors. I'd like to see unique colors like the Sega CD cases were teal too. I like
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
And the Vita cases are blue, you know.
Yeah.
And then Connect is purple, and yeah, I think
Mhm.
interesting looking cases kind of it makes you more inclined to buy stuff. I think that's kind
Yeah,
of how I
totally.
feel like with like Apple and stuff, just kind of how their like tech looks.
Yeah.
It
It's
it's kind of stuff like that.
so nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, I kind of think like even with how well it's sold, I think the PlayStation 2 box art's like really bland and ugly
Yeah,
though.
it's
It's terrible.
it really is.
Yeah.
Like I didn't mind the GameCube because at least it looked kind of cool in the front, but even that's kind of bland as well.
hmm
And the Xbox, things like that, are really bland.
Yeah, I think with the Xbox though, it kind of gets me upset because they kept changing what their covers looked like. So when I have like all my games aligned on a shelf, and like some of them look different, so it's a little bit
Yeah,
frustrating.
PS3
But
did that too.
yeah, but the
Mm.
PS3 that has a really cool case. I think
Yeah.
it looks like really high tech. So yep, it's
All right, the last piece of news I had. This I was really excited about this because, like I said, Animal Crossing 3D is like my most anticipated game at this point, excluding like Smash Bros. 4. Um, but I was always saying before they should have a huge variety of stores and shops like that, and it looks like they did that with some. They released some new Animal Crossing 3D details. They said there's going to be a gardening store where you can purchase plants, which isn't exciting to me, but I guess it's another store.
are they going to add like lots of different plants or something, or is it just like furniture for your house, or
No,
is it
it's just plants. You can just purchase
okay?
plants all there. So I,
Sounds great.
I don't know. That's not the only thing, obviously, but then they
Yeah.
have raccoon housing, which will be run by Tom Nook. That's all they said, but I'm assuming that's like gonna be where you can buy like upgrades or add stuff for your house or something.
Yeah, that's one thing they really need in that game is more house customization.
Yeah.
And you know, you're gonna be the mayor in this one, obviously,
Hmm.
and I think that'll be cool. But I hope Nintendo doesn't use that. Like, you know how they use the city in City Folk, just
hmm
kind of
Yeah.
as like a little add-on to make it look different. I really hope they're not doing that with this one. I hope they really make it more unique.
Yeah. I don't have City Folk, but were you able to customize what your character looked like, or is it just a pre-made thing?
You know,
Like, oh,
it's like you custom. It's like a pre-made thing
uh-huh.
from the beginning, but then you can get different hairstyles, and then you can get all sorts of different clothes and accessories too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think yeah.
you can't customize like what your face looks like.
hmm
Well, you technically can if like you know how they ask you questions at the beginning when
hmm
you're on the bus.
Yeah,
That determines your out how you look.
yeah, that's true. Um, but yeah, I really think I don't know if you saw my video on it, but a while ago I did one about Animal Crossing 3D. I think this has huge potential to just like really innovate the series and add tons of new stuff and completely change it. I think the mayor thing is gonna be cool, but at the same time, it's kind of like how you could fund the town hall and city folk because you basically decide where you put like things like the lighthouse and stuff like that. You decide where they go.
hmm
That's part of your thing. But
Oh
I'm
yeah.
assuming it's going to be a lot more involved because you have that assistant following you around constantly. So I'm
hmm
assuming you have a lot more responsibilities to do too.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think like what they can really do with Animal Crossing. Just because I only have the first one and I really like it, but just I don't know. I feel like what it can do just kind of almost falls flat, I think, for
Yeah.
what it is. So
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
saw the town map for it a while ago, and it looks like huge, like
Really.
a lot bigger than the other ones. Like there's a lot to access. It looks like there's some sort of train station returning as well, and it
Mhm.
looks like you also have access to a city of some sorts, and then there's also a village, and it looks like there's a lot more stuff in there. But yeah, I'm just gonna quickly run through the rest of it because there's quite a bit of stuff.
Okay.
But there's this wider variety of fish and fossils. There's going to be an exhibition room and shop in the museum, which will be open 24 hours. There's going to be a miscellaneous goods store. There's going to be the Able Scissors clothes shop again. Roofs, doors, posts, and fences can be customized. Brand new furniture, including mermaid items. And yeah, the player will be the mayor. And the thrift shop, which will be run by an alpaca. There's a shopping mall, and there's a shoe store.
A shoe store.
Yeah. So
Sounds.
it seems like they added a lot of stuff already, and I'm sure they
Mhm.
got stuff hidden. Like a shopping mall, I think that's gonna be really awesome.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah. Because
I'm
with
looking.
Animal Crossing, I always kind of thought of it like it was almost more like a big collectathon, really. So I don't know. I thought it would have been cool if they would have had like something new to collect or something. Like
Uh,
I don't know, hide
I'm won-
Mario coins around or something. I
I'm
don't know.
wondering if this shopping mall will be
Hmm.
just separate from all these other stores they named, but I'm assuming they'll all be in there because it'd be kind of odd just to have a shoe store lying around. So I think I'm assuming all these stores will be within the shopping mall. I don't know if there will be any more though.
Are we going to be able to play online with it? Is it going to be uh, wireless or with Nintendo Network?
Wi-Fi, yeah, I'm I'm
I don't.
assuming I'm
I
assuming
don't think.
because
Yeah.
Animal Crossing Wild World had it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
but
confirmed, but we can pretty much guarantee.
Star Fox Command also had wireless play and 3D didn't. So I'm just kind of
Hmm. Well,
I'm not sure anymore.
yeah, but at the same time, Star Fox 64 3D was just a
Yeah.
port of the original, so I guess
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really just not sure anymore, but it's
But
yeah.
I was saying in my video that they would have a lot of potential if they had some sort of community system with the Animal Crossing game, like like the Mario Kart community system and the um Kid Icarus community system. I think they would have a lot of potential if you could have just like a ton of people in one town,
Oh,
like
that'd be
just
awesome.
different town systems, and you can all work on it together, or even like live in it
Mhm.
together if you wanted.
Almost like Minecraft. Like
Yeah,
yeah, that something like that would be really cool.
that has a lot of potential. I really hope Nintendo doesn't drop the ball on that and just do the same exact thing as Wild World with like only 4 people and just you can visit each other's towns because that's kind of stale now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But all right, that's all I have for news.
That's it.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah, I
so
had a lot.
I guess now we can go into our main topic, which is going to be licensed games. So, who wants to start it off, or should
Well,
I? Mhm.
first, I just want to elaborate on that. Like,
Yeah.
what we mean by licensed games, it really can be anywhere from games based on like cartoons, game based on TV shows, movies. Like, because licensed games have had like this negative stigma around them, where like they're all bad. But we just want to mention some of the good ones we have, and then maybe we'll delve into some especially bad ones we remember.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we're all gonna mention the talking yellow sponge. So I guess we'll just save them for last. But let's just hurry up and go through some just other ones.
Yeah, Jordan, you want to just name some of the ones you have?
Yeah, sure. Arkham Asylum, like I said, excellent
Mm-hmm.
game, and Arkham City along with that. Those are probably like the best licensed games there are.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
And I also just have on here like superhero games. There's some good ones, like I don't know, but
Superman 64.
oh, that
Oh,
game's awesome.
actually, Superman 64. My friend had that when I was growing up, and I thought that game was amazing back then. I was just really impressed, like flying around in a 3D environment. but then I just found out everybody hated that game, so
Mhm.
that's interesting. But
It's
sorry,
basic.
continue.
It's basically a terrible Knights game. Like
Yeah.
Knights,
Yeah, I
you're
can
flying
see
through
that.
rings. So
Hmm. Hmm.
Well, that's really all I got on here on my list.
Okay. I guess
alright.
I'll go then. So actually, I have kind of a, I would say it's a big list. Um,
Yeah.
First one, obvious, the pretty obvious game is GoldenEye for
Yep.
N64. That
I
game
have
has
it.
not aged well, but for like its time, it was such an awesome game. I just remember playing it for hours with friends, and just I really
That
like that game.
me and my brother, my sister, and I used to play that all the time. And I used
Hmm.
to be so bad, and I never get any guns. We have so many memories. Like I just they'd have these guns, they'd be doing really well, and I just walk up and I just start karate chopping them, because that's all I have. And then a lot of times there's this running joke where they just be fighting each other and they don't even know where I am, and then I just appear out of the corner of their eye and I just kill them. Or I remember one time, like, as my sister was dying and as the blood filled up, you could see me like looming over her, like watching as she died. Like I would keep like disappearing and then just reappearing randomly.
Were those the days before teabagging?
They were.
Nice, nice. So, other than GoldenEye, Dragon Ball Z games. I'm gonna bring those
Yep.
up. Dragon Ball Z, the Budokais, Budokai Tenkaichi. There's a ton of them, man. I wanted to really bring this up because there's actually going to be a HD remake of Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1 and Budokai 3 for the PS3 360. I'm not sure about the Vita or Wii U, but that's definitely coming out. Uh, I'm pretty sure in like November, I want to say. So, but those games are actually like incredible. They're fighting games. I'm sure they're not the most deep, but I think the gameplay is really fun in them, just because it just feels like especially Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, which is a mouthful to say, but you just really feel like you're Goku or Gohan fighting or whatever. It's very immersive. I think
Cole,
where it
Cole, I
just
wanna ask them real quick.
uh-huh.
Are you like, I hear you talk about the Dragon Ball Z games a lot, but are you like a huge fan outside of the games? Like,
uh
are you a fan of
yeah,
the show?
yeah, definitely one
Yeah,
of those nerds.
I've seen every episode of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT, and I've seen most of Dragon Ball, and so I'm a huge fan of it. But I can't imagine the Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 is half the game it is if you're not a fan of the show. Because I think it's like the ultimate fan service. It's got, I think, a
Mhm.
record amount of characters for a fighting game. At least at the time, it had the most characters for a fighting game, I think. It had like over 150 if you're including the transformations and everything. So it's really like an ultimate fan service to see all of them be able to play out their moves and everything.
Yeah, it's I guess maybe it's one of those things though. Actually, what started me off Dragon Ball Z is a lot of my friends growing up were into it. So what I did was I picked up Budokai 1 on the GameCube, and that's actually what got me interested in it. So
Mhm.
that's kind of where it peaked from there. But Budokai Tenkaichi 3, that's definitely like one of the best fighting games, I think. It just you just feel like you're really in that universe. Even I'm actually one of the people. I stand up with my Wii remotes and point at the screen, yelling Kamehameha and all that.
What?
It's like the
Uh,
motion controls actually work. It's really cool.
they do. I originally
Yeah,
played with that like
that's the only way
I,
I play.
I used to play like that most of the time, and it worked really well. You don't really have to, obviously you don't have to move your palms in the formation or anything, but
Hmm.
you just put them in the general direction, and it works well. But then I don't know why I never paid attention to this, but then I just used the GameCube controller because I realized that was an option, and I
Yeah.
think that might work better because most of the time it works better when they give you the option on that, and on like fighting games like Smash Bros. I prefer it a lot.
Hmm.
But so yeah, I moved to that.
So, with Jordan, have you played any Dragon Ball Z games or
No,
no? Oh.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I don't know, Dragon Ball Z, it's definitely dated now, I think, as an anime.
No,
It's pretty cheesy
no,
now. Yes.
no.
Let's see. Ends call. Okay, no, so I guess let's just move on, I guess.
All right,
So
we
the
got a lot of
other
games.
ones,
So.
Lord of the Rings I wanted to bring up. There was the Two Towers and Return of the King and Third Age. Those are the ones I played. And the two EA ones, the Two Towers and Return of the King, those games are basically just um, they're basically action RPGs where you level up, but leveling up doesn't actually do anything. The number's just kind of there. But it's those games are definitely like really fun. It's been a while since I played them though, so they probably look terrible and are clunky now. But from what I remember of them, they were really good. So, any thoughts or?
Yeah,
I,
I've never played any of those, so
Yeah.
I only have the Two Towers, but I remember I think it's probably my TV. I just couldn't get
Mhm.
into it. I remember that game being like the lighting was so dark on my
Oh,
TV. I
it
couldn't see
definitely
anything.
is.
I don't know if that was the game or my TV.
No,
Was
it's definitely the game. It's a very dark game, but yeah. Then there was Lord of the Rings: The Third Age, which I know a lot of people say that's a terrible RPG, but I remember I really liked it. It was actually kind of similar to Final Fantasy II of all games, where it kind of you level up your abilities in the same way, where the more you actually like use the ability, the ability levels up itself, not you as like a character. So I always really like that concept where if there's like a certain skill you really like, you can just keep using it, and that'll actually level up, and that's pretty. I like that. But other than that, Lord of the Rings has been, I don't know, haven't played any other games since. But Star Wars, Star Wars, that the GameCube games are hands down the best Star Wars games, I think. Rogue Squadron, and those games are just graphically, they even today they still look like immaculate, and the gameplay was really awesome. It's Yeah, so that's a great game. Have any of you played them or
nah.
no?
I, the Rogue Squadron games I've really been wanting to get into because I heard so many good things about it, and I
Yeah.
love the GameCube so much. But
Mhm.
other than that, the only the Star Wars games I've played the some of the ones on the Super Nintendo. They're decent, but I can't recall them that much. I haven't played them in so long.
Mhm.
And Star Wars Shadows of the Empire on the N64. I remember that one being pretty good. And Knights of the Old Republic.
Mhm.
Um, that one's. I hear so many good things about it. I think it just kind of disappointed me because it didn't live up
Mhm.
to the hype for me. I don't know if it aged really well or not because I haven't experienced it back when it was released, but it was really cool. I always love games with where they have like the moral choices and the you get to choose whether to be good or evil and those kinds of things. So that was really cool.
Yeah, honestly, after playing Mass Effect, I'm not sure if I want to play Knights of the Old Republic. I don't like BioWare's RPGs. I'm so disappointed that I picked them up,
What?
but they're just so boring to me. I'm not sure
Hmm.
why. It's just I can't get into them at all.
Hmm.
But
I
it's
liked Mass
unfortunate.
Effect 2 a
Hmm.
lot, but I kind of drifted off of Mass Effect 3 after 25 hours.
Hmm.
But I'm really hoping to get back into that because I don't think it's that as good as the second one from what I remember. But
Hmm.
I think it was just kind of
Well,
when I
yeah.
played the second one, I never experienced a game that was like that with the moral choices. So it was really unique to me and it was really amazing. But I think now that I've experienced a little bit more of them, it's not as mind blowing. But
Yeah, if you really want to experience style choices, you should just probably play Thrillville. I think that's
Thrillville,
another play,
yes,
but
it's the best
Skyrim.
game.
yes, Skyrim. But I was gonna name Batman, but then Jordan took that, and the last one I have, I'm not sure if this would actually count, but I was gonna say Guitar Hero. I'm not sure if that's
No, I wouldn't say
no.
so.
I don't know. I was just gonna say
It
because
just
licensed music, so I wasn't sure if that would be in it. So
yeah, it's just kind of
Mhm.
like
yeah,
on YouTube how people get like these copyright claims. It's pretty much that.
hmm
Yeah.
yeah. So that's pretty much it. Besides SpongeBob. So Zach, do you have any more to offer, or did we
Um,
name everything?
I've got some here. I think, yeah, I said GoldenEye like you, Dragon Ball Z, Budokai Tenkaichi 3, and some other ones I have were the Pirates of Dark Water on the Super Nintendo. Um, this is a really good. Not many people talk about it. Actually, at the time when I played it, I had no idea it was based on a TV show, but it was. And actually, I should mention that pretty much the Nintendo era in general had a lot of really awesome licensed games, especially the Disney ones like Aladdin and DuckTales. Those kinds of games were
hmm
really awesome back then. And
hmm
now they've gotten a bad name since it's so much flooded the
Yes.
market and everything.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure what it is. I know everybody says the like Aladdin and Lion King, those games are great, but there's just something about them that just makes me. I just have like no interest in them at all. So it's
Hmm.
I don't know. I'll have to like try them out or something, get me excited to play them. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
the Pirates of Dark Water, I have a lot of really awesome memories playing with my
Uh huh.
brother on co-op. It's like a really underrated beat 'em up. I haven't played that many beat 'em ups, and I don't have that many games that are beat 'em ups in general. So that was a really unique experience for me. And I don't know if it really stands out or not, since that was one of the few ones I've played, but it was still a really awesome experience. We played through that a lot. And another one I wanted to mention was Cars, like the Disney Pixar Cars
Oh
on
yeah.
GameCube.
Mm. That was
I,
actually a good game. I thought.
Yeah, it
yeah,
was.
I thought it was really great. I remember it being a lot better than it is now, but it's still really cool how I really love the whole free roam aspect in the Cars game. How you can just kind of drive around whenever you want.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say better than Double Dash. I
No,
was about to
no,
remove you from the call, but
not better than Double Dash,
good.
but
Okay.
what was I gonna say? Yeah, I
Um,
remember
yeah.
renting it originally. I rented it originally, and then I really wanted to buy it back again because even though I'd beaten it, I really wanted to play it again. So this is back in the time I wasn't that educated in the game, so I went to I think Toys R Us, and they didn't have the GameCube version. The only version they had was the DS version, so it was like, oh, the DS version's it's got to be pretty much the same, right? But no, it's terrible.
Is it like top down? Like,
It's mini games.
oh,
It's
really?
it's it's a mini game compilation of just crappy car stuff,
It's sounds great.
and
Yeah.
it's one of the only games I really wouldn't mind getting rid of, but it was just really terrible. It's not enjoyable at all. It's one of those games that they're just trying to attract a kid that's just walking by and sees it on the shelf. They really
Hmm.
didn't put much effort into it at all. Completely
Yeah.
different game from GameCube. Now I know that console versions and handheld versions are most often really different, but
hmm Unless you're the Vita.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, apparently.
The 3DS is almost at that level too, but
Yeah.
they're just kind of like different games on the 3DS, but they're still
hmm
just like almost as good quality. Like,
hmm Yeah. Well, playing Sonic Generations, that actually that game's really watered down compared to the console version, but like the other games I played, I thought it was definitely console quality. Like Kid Icarus,
mhm.
that's hands down console
Yeah, that,
quality, and just Ocarina of Time obviously is a console game. What else do I have? Pokemon Rumble Blast. That's not really, but yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's they're definitely there.
and one I just wanted to mention was One Piece Grand Adventure. That's based on the anime and manga, I guess. I thought that was really good. It's basically just a fighting game, but you can just kind of walk around. It's really weird looking, but haven't played much games like it. But it's got a really cool story system where you got different storylines you can do and everything, so it's pretty cool. And Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2007 on the DS and Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelist of the Roses on PlayStation 2. They're basically exactly like the card game, so they're really good.
Hmm. Yeah,
And yeah.
yeah. For Yu-Gi-Oh though, now right now all I play with Yu-Gi-Oh is Dueling Network Online or whatever it's called, just Dueling Network.
Hmm.
Because it's basically just a browser version of the game where you can just play online with people. So it's kind of
Cool.
if I ever play Yu-Gi-Oh, that's kind of where I go to. But
All right, the last two I wanted to
Mhm.
mention were this one's not amazing, but SpongeBob Squiggle Pants on the 3DS.
Squiggle Pants sounds great.
um, yeah, I remember the actual first time I heard about it and was actually tempted to get it was on Stormcloud Rain's video. I think it was their collection around the times when it first came out, and she actually said that it was pretty good. And it's basically an exact WarioWare clone. It's
Really,
got it's got there's really short micro games and they speed up as it goes on, but they're just based around SpongeBob stuff. And they have some references to other things, so I think it works really well. But it's really short and it doesn't have that much content though, so that's the downside.
yeah. I was looking at that game, and I guess, like you said, it was just a bunch of mini games or micro games. So I just kind of lost interest because I was thinking, since it was on the 3DS, I was thinking it would be like a Wii port of one of the newer SpongeBob games or something. I don't know, an
No,
actual platformer, but
I know the
that's yeah.
I know the Wii version of SpongeBob SquigglePants uses that you draw tablet thing.
Hmm.
It's like a thing where you can just kind of write on it, and it's kind of like the Wii U gamepad, but a really worse version. And
Actually, it's not that bad. My cousins actually have it, so
yeah.
yeah, if they
Well,
ever come over, it's
I'm
yeah,
not saying it's bad, but it just
yeah,
doesn't. The last one's the SpongeBob. I really
cutting
like the.
out.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, the audio just like cut out for a little while. Um,
Last
I
one
don't.
was
Mhm.
SpongeBob SquarePants movie on the GameCube, and yeah, I really enjoy those like Nickelodeon games on the GameCube. I think the SpongeBob SquarePants movie one was the best of those that I've played.
Mhm.
It's got like a really good variety in gameplay. Actually, it's got like racing segments, driving
Uh,
segments, and there's like
Actually,
these.
Zach, the audio quality just got really crappy.
Yeah.
Here, actually, I think maybe
Weird.
we should just restart the call. Is
Yeah, it got crappy from your ends too, for me, but
mhm. Okay, I'll just hurry up and end the recording. All
yeah.
right, so sorry guys. What happened was the audio quality just really terrible all of a sudden. So we just restarted the call, and here we are now. So yeah, you were just talking about SpongeBob SquarePants, the movie, the game, and
Yeah, I was just saying it's got a really good variety. There's a lot of different segments. Like pretty much each level is really different. Like most of the time, it's kind of like your five
you're cutting
game
out
thing.
again. Let's see.
Um,
Yeah, you just cut out again.
hello.
Uh, Yeah.
All right, exit this call.
No, it's working now. Like,
Let's keep. Well, I'm gonna switch to my
wow, we
phone.
are okay. We are amateurs at this.
Mm-hmm.
I guess since I guess I can just go on with it. Um, yeah,
Well,
I
I
wanted to
gotta
talk about
switch
the
my.
SpongeBob and this. This is great.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. So, okay, I guess I'll just keep going on with it, and I guess we can add them in a little bit. But yeah, for me with the SpongeBob games, the only one I or the one I've had the most experience with was Battle for Bikini Bottom. Did you get that one, Jordan?
Yeah, that's actually my favorite.
Yeah, that's such a good platformer. Like, I honestly would say I like it more than a lot of the Mario games, which is saying a lot, but
I
I'm not.
wouldn't go that far.
I, yeah, I know a lot of people are gonna think I'm crazy, but I just really like it. Just so much fun, I think.
It wasn't what was the other one? Revenge of the Flying Dutchman.
Yeah.
That one, I really like that one too. That's like one of the first GameCube games I had.
hmm Yeah,
And
my friend had that, but yeah, I really like that one too. So, any SpongeBob games or?
uh, I thought, the movie version,
Mhm.
I wasn't that impressed with it.
Yeah, I actually went to GameStop about a week ago, and it was in my hand, and I don't know, I just didn't pick it up. But it's actually made by the same studio that made the that actually made Battle for Bikini Bottom. So
Hmm.
I'm very interested in checking it out, and so yeah, we'll see.
It,
We'll see.
it's it's not bad, but it doesn't hold up to the other ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hmm. And where is Zach? Let's see. Well, he's still in here. I'm sure he'll message us or something. I'll keep Twitter up, but I guess we can just keep going on. And when he comes back, he can put in his input. But yeah, so looking at next segment, which after the main topic, it's going to be Nintendo Talk, which is where we. Oh, he wants me to add him back. Okay, that's great. And says called failed. It's
Oh
fantastic.
man, I blame it on Skype.
hmm Yeah, I'll just hurry up and stop this recording. And man, this episode's going great.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Let's see. Well, I guess I'll just try again. Let's see. Uh, all right.
Hello.
Okay, is it? Okay, it's working.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna have to resort to using this
Yeah. No, it's fine.
because
Okay.
the quality's not as good, but
You still sound pretty good, I think.
it's
Yeah.
it's better than when it's breaking up like that. So hopefully it doesn't do
Mhm.
that anymore. I don't know what that
So
was about,
yeah,
but
yeah. So we're back. What happened was amateur hour and Skype is just being terrible today. Um, Not sure if it's because my brother's playing Xbox or something stupid, but yeah, that's that. And yeah, me and Jordan were just finishing up talking about SpongeBob games. So, did you have any last thoughts or?
um, no, not really. I actually just picked up SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom on the Xbox today,
Yes.
only because they didn't have it on the GameCube. I wanted it
hmm
on the GameCube, but it was $5 for the Xbox, so I just went ahead and got it.
Yeah, you need to play that. It's such a good game.
Yeah.
So,
Also, I'll
mhm.
mention the other two games I got were Panzer Dragoon Orta on the Xbox too, which is actually like I heard is a really good game,
Mhm.
and Glover on the Nintendo 64, which I
Mhm.
heard is like a really underrated one too.
Yeah, I saw videos of it. It looks okay, I guess, but
Yeah, it was $5 too, so it's not much missed
yeah.
there. I wanted to get Donkey Kong 64, what they have for $13, but I don't have the expansion pack for it, so
Yeah, I was thinking about going uh trying to go find the expansion pack at my like retro store this weekend because I remember they had it for like $5, so that's like really cheap.
mhm.
So I'll go and see if they have it there.
Yeah,
But
they said it's usually $10 where they have it when they have it.
yeah, but I guess now that our main topic's over, we can move on to Nintendo talk.
Yeah,
Unless there's
I actually wanted no, yeah,
uh-huh.
we can move on to Nintendo talk. I just wanted to elaborate from last time because I don't think we really elaborated on this that much, but
Okay.
I just wanted to kind of explain, like, obviously it's a Nintendo, like, recommendation, but pretty much the specifics on what we'll recommend is all it has to be is an exclusive on any Nintendo system, basically. It doesn't have to be made by Nintendo or be affiliated with Nintendo directly or anything. It's just any game that's an exclusive on Nintendo system. So you wouldn't see, like, SpongeBob SquarePants the movie on there because that's on, like, the Xbox and PlayStation 2 as well.
All right.
All right. So who's gonna start out? Let's see. I guess.
Jordan, you can start since we're
All right.
gonna let the guests do it as well.
Okay.
Okay. Well, this one's actually for DS, and I got it a couple years ago. Just a total impulse buy. I knew nothing about it, and it's called Valkyrie Profile Covenant of the Plume.
Oh yes, that is.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's
Yes,
awesome,
it's
man.
one of my favorite DS games. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a strategy game, and there's a lot to learn about it. I don't even really remember. It's been a while, but this just like came to the top of my head. It's like so underrated. I don't think many people
Yeah.
have played it.
It's basically like Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah.
So
I haven't. I have not played this.
it is such an amazing game. Even the graphics and just like the art style, it just looks really cool.
Yeah.
When you're playing, imagine like Fire Emblem or Final Fantasy Tactics, but you can actually like spin the camera around and see like the environment in 3D, and it just looks really great. And I'm kind of stealing your spotlight, but I just really like that game.
Yeah,
It's
it's good. If you is it pretty cheap? Like I got it for
oh yeah,
$20, I
it's
remember.
dirt cheap. It's not even.
Yeah.
It's probably like what 15 now.
Yeah, so if you haven't picked that up, definitely go give that a shot.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
guess okay. I guess I'll recommend my game, and now I feel bad that I interrupted you, huh? But my game was going to be on the GameCube, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, which is like one of my favorite dungeon crawlers. It's very in terms of like graphics and music and just like overall like personality. I think it has a lot of it. It's very charming. The art style, just like an anime,
Oh,
but it's yes.
you're breaking up for me. I don't know. Was it breaking up for you, Jordan?
Yeah.
Uh,
You need to tell your brother to get on the Xbox.
I know. He's playing Minecraft with his friends probably. Let's see.
All right.
Can you still hear me or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just break up sometimes.
Okay, okay. Just tell me if I break up. But I can hear myself talk. That's not good. But yeah, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. It's a very I don't know. There's just something about it. It might just be nostalgia, but it's just basically a dungeon crawler where it's kind of based off multiplayer. Where if it's made so it uses like the Game Boy Advance, kind of like with Zelda Four Swords
Yeah.
Adventure, and it's basically like that with a dungeon crawler. And I don't know, I just really like it. The music's great, graphics are probably the best on the GameCube, and yeah, there's not too much more to say. There's many more in the series, and I'm kind of scared that there won't be any more, just because Crystal Chronicles Crystal Barriers was such a flop. But I don't know. I picked it up, so that's
Yeah,
but
I have Crystal Chronicles, but I remember not being. I remember like actually not really not liking that game at the time. I don't know
really.
if it was just I was just too young and didn't really care about it, but I should really go back to it sometime. Like even my brother didn't like it, and he was a lot older than me. But
Yeah.
we really wanted to play the multiplayer, and then we couldn't do it because you needed to like link up with the Game Boy Advance, and like it was this whole complicated process. Really not necessary.
hmm Yeah, like when I played it, I would go to my cousin's house, and we would all bring our Game Boy Advances and play together. So that's kind of how I experienced it. So I'm sure my experience was probably much different than most people's, but
Hmm.
to me it was just kind of, I don't know, surreal, I guess. It was just really fun. But
Nice.
so yeah, that's it. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, GameCube. It's really cheap now, I'm sure. So give it a shot. It's really fun.
Mm-hmm. All right. Mine is, wait for it, My Sims Agents.
Uh, is
uh,
there any? I need like a booing sound effect. But
no, you know what? That's why I wanted to recommend it, because the My Sims name really, it's not a series people think's amazing or anything. Like
actually,
the
yeah,
original got a lot of hate, even though I like that one. I only rented
yeah,
it,
actually, I
but
had it too.
Kingdom, My Sims Kingdoms, which I thought was really good as well, and I thought it was better, but I felt like I was alone on that. Like no other people talked about that game, and like it's really not Sims at all. These games, they toss in the Sims name to, I think, just draw on more sales, I guess, since they own the name for that, but
It's
it's
more
really
like
not sim-like at all. Like they just make
yeah,
these
No.
similar sounds sometimes.
it's more like Animal Crossing, I would say.
Yeah, I really like the first one, the original.
Yeah, I wouldn't even compare it to Animal Crossing though. It's just
Really.
so different, I think. Like you have to do these weird things with like essences, like take them out of, like get apples and you'd have to collect them and use them for something. But those were
Yeah.
the other games. And My Sims Agents, I thought was really cool because it really took a different direction from the other one. The storyline was actually pretty neat, and I really think they could make a continuation of this. That's how it ended, but I don't. I guess it just didn't sell that well. I don't know how the sales went with that or not, but it was really cool. It's like a mystery solving kind of game where you'd have to
Yeah.
do hints. Obviously, it's kind of really simplistic, but and it's not gonna, you're not gonna really get stumped on anything. Like there'll be visible footprints you just have to follow, kind of with like a eyeglass sometimes, and there'll be different hints and stuff you need to collect to solve the mysteries and stuff. So it's pretty cool.
If I find it for cheap, I'll give it a try. But from the first one, all I remember is like talking to like the mayor for like 200 times, so we would be best friends or something. But that's
Yeah,
all I can like really remember.
I never really focused on the. Well, actually, yeah, it's really different from that though. It doesn't focus that much on the social part at all. And another cool thing is like you'll hire agents to kind of work with you in your headquarters, and you'll be able to go back to the headquarters, and that it brings back the decorating thing because you can like decorate the different levels. That's just kind of a minor thing you can do. And then you'll just see your agents chilling out there, and you can assign them on these kind of side quests or missions. Like, so as you're doing your main mission, you will see like these kind of text message updates as they're completing stuff for you, and you have to go to the system.
And you're cutting out. Yeah. That's
How much? How much was I
no,
cutting out?
just like for 2 seconds.
Oh,
Yeah. Pretty sure your last word was like mission or something. Something with missions. But
yeah. I just think it's a really cool thing, and it adds a lot of replay value because as you're doing your main mission, you can see their updates, and then you have to go back, and if they like certain times they won't do it correctly, or you'll fail the mission, or you'll have to assign new people and stuff. So it's pretty cool. So that's all I
okay.
got for that.
Yep. So, well, now what
Next
are we
up,
gonna do?
I've
Okay.
got this
New segment.
new segment I wanted to introduce. I think it'll be pretty fun. I want to hear the feedback from not only the people listening. I want to definitely hear from them, but I want to hear from you two too. So, um, basically, how it's gonna work is I collected a bunch of questions, and I assigned specific ones for this. It'll basically, like, at the same time while you try to guess it right, it's not going to be really competitive like the All Gen Gamers trivia battle thing was. But we can, like, keep track of who gets them right, like, even if they do get them right, because a lot of these I know you won't know the answer to, but some are easier than others, obviously. And on top of that, I've got these trivia extras I tossed in, which are basically just facts, just kind of tell you trivia stuff that there's, like, no way it could have been put into a question or that you could have known this. So that's a cool way you can just learn some new things from listening to this. And I have some bonus questions I'm going to throw in too, so it should be interesting. I didn't want to make it too long. Like, at first I was going to make like 10 questions, but then I realized that would be too long. I think in total there's like 10 things put together between the bonus questions, the normal questions, and the extras. But I think it should be pretty cool. So just let me read the whole questions, and then you guys can answer.
How's it? Like who answers first, or is it like a race or competition?
You can just call it
Like-
out if you know it, but I have a
Okay.
feeling there'll be some where you'd have no ideas, and a lot of times it'll just be questions that you might not even know the answers to, like a lot of stuff's based on sales and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But at
Okay.
the same time, it'll teach you the stuff at the same time. So even if you don't know it, you'll find out afterwards. So
Okay.
first, I compiled like 35 questions, so it should last maybe 6 or 7 episodes for us, and then I'll have to find more. But the first question is, what was the best-selling game in 2006 in the United States?
Twilight Princess.
Um.
All right, I'm not going to say if you're right or not. I'm just going to
Okay.
announce it.
Twilight Princess, I guess.
Nope.
Wait.
What?
What'd you say?
Wii Sports. Wii Sports.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Wii Sports? Did that come out in 2006?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then this is wrong. Maybe this is like not including that in there.
Or did it just not? I don't know how many. Because Wii Sports came with the Wii, so I'm not
Yeah.
sure like how many Wiis were actually sold in 2006. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
know.
So the number one was Madden NFL 07.
The best game ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what do you think that's followed by though? And you know it's not Wii Sports now.
Twilight Princess. Or no, it's probably like
Another
I know-
football game.
yeah, it's probably like hockey or FIFA or something. I don't know.
It's New Super Mario Bros. On the DS.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
All right, next I
Okay,
have a trivia extra, which is just a little fact you might not know.
Okay.
Nintendo America president Reggie Fils-Aimé used to be the senior director of national marketing at Pizza Hut.
Yeah, I actually knew that.
He did.
Yeah.
Nice. I had never heard of this. I just started looking up trivia, and then I found this out.
Old news.
Is that a widely known thing? I don't hear people talking about him working at Pizza
I don't
Hut.
know. I've heard it, but I don't know.
Whatever.
Okay.
All right, I have a second question, and that's announced at Microsoft's E3 2009 press conference. A virtual boy with which you were supposedly going to be able to exchange conversations with was unveiled. What was his name?
Maybe it's. I feel like I'm supposed to make a penis joke right now, but I can't think of anything. Let's see.
Oh, I have no idea. Like,
I don't know.
I know what you're talking about, but
Milo.
oh yeah.
Okay.
I brought this up because I really I don't know what happened to that. We've never had any use of that technology with Kinect since then. Like, they just kind of showed that little demo thing, which looked scripted to a lot of people, so it's possible the technology just didn't work out. But it seemed like a really cool feature if they got it working, where you'd be able to actually talk with the thing.
Okay then. So.
All right, I've got a bonus question, and basically these are going to be questions about the gaming community.
Okay.
These aren't going to be about video games. They're going to be our specific community. So, who are the original hosts of Operation Killscreen?
Yuri of Win, Tim
and
Sinister
Holly,
Moon. Yeah.
Yeah.
No Holly.
So
Yeah.
I guess Cole got that one.
Yeah.
I
I'm
screwed up.
Yeah, I'm better than you. Yeah.
And now a trivia extra. You might have known this one. It's pretty well known, but I thought it was cool though. Sony's PlayStation was originally planned as a CD-ROM add-on for the Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
The
I think-
PlayStation, yeah. It
What were
was
you
almost
saying?
as good as the CDI, but
Yeah, I think this would be really interesting. Just thinking about it, how differently it would have changed if Nintendo actually accepted that deal, because Sony wouldn't be in the console market at all. They
Yeah.
might still be like partnered with Nintendo making stuff for them.
Yeah, I think video games would be really terrible, to be honest, right now, if that was the case. Because if it wasn't for Sony, obviously a lot of these franchises wouldn't have existed. Uncharted, Sly, all those. And then there was also just the competition. I'm sure that made a lot of games that Nintendo put out much better.
It's possible that it would be even weird to see that maybe the Sly Cooper games would have appeared on a Nintendo system or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like they still think of the ideas, but like they were working with Nintendo or something.
And I'm sure Sega would still be alive.
Oh yeah, you would. Yeah, that's true. Sega would really have a good chance of surviving then, unless them together like made a really like powerful system that blew it out of the water. But at the same time, it's possible that it would kind of be like the CDI, and it would have just been a dud, and nothing would have come of it. Like it wouldn't have been a good improvement to switch from cards to CDs that quickly. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Huh.
All right, here's a question. Since you both kind of have interest in it, what PlayStation Vita game sold the best on day one on Amazon?
Uncharted.
Little Deviants.
It's Uncharted. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm terrible.
And that's followed by Rayman Origins, which was pretty surprising.
Really?
Yep. Specifically on Amazon, but it's still interesting. So that's one right for Cole and one right for Jordan. So you're tied right now. I guess including the bonus community questions, we're gonna include them in the total then.
Okay.
All right.
All right. What is the best-selling extreme sports game?
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3.
Skate it. I don't know.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
I was gonna say that.
Oh, well, you didn't get it though. Trivia extra is Nintendo translates as "leave luck to heaven."
Yeah.
So that's just kind of a random thing, but so really, leave luck to heaven, like that's the thing. All right, bonus community question. What is currently Ben Rowland's most anticipated upcoming game, or Brolands?
I would assume it had to do. I would assume it have to do with penises. So I'm gonna say, God, is there gonna be a sequel to the Guy game coming out or?
No, it's Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
Duh.
All right.
Yeah.
This one could be for you, Cole.
Yes.
What is the best-selling game on any Sega platform? And this is as of 2009. I don't think anything else sold it though.
On a Sega platform.
On any Sega platform.
Sonic the Hedgehog 1.
right, Jordan, what about you?
Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Jordan got it.
Really? Because I thought
No
they
way.
packaged in Sonic 1 with the Genesis. So
Did they?
That's probably not included, is it?
I don't. Did they package that in?
I'm pretty sure they did. Here, you can look it up. But the circuit sales. Let's see. Sonic the Hedgehog. And let's see if it can load. Let's see. Sonic 1 sold. Okay, yep, Sonic 2 sold more. Sonic 1 sold 4.5 million, and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 sold 6 million. So, yep, I fail.
So Jordan won that one.
So I fail.
I should have assumed that was right because I actually got that out of the Guinness Book of World Records Gamers Edition. So that's pretty official. But yeah, that's all I had for now. I didn't want it to be a long segment or anything. And I saved some of the really good questions for later too. I didn't want to start it out with all the best ones and have the bad ones later on.
Yeah,
So.
we don't want to give any good questions to Jordan, so yeah, just kind of leave him
I
out
tried
of
my
it.
best. I tried my best because I put a skating game in there and I put a PlayStation Vita question in there. So. All right. So Jordan won that round for today.
Yep, I lost.
Cole
What do I
has several
win?
chances. What do you win?
What do I
You
win?
win crap. You win crap. You win the pride of knowing that you trivia battle there.
You, me, Cam, 30 minutes. I'll bring us. I don't know.
Oh, you failed there. Oh
I
my
was gonna say
God.
something about like involving syrup and like pillows full of feathers or something, but
You dropped the ball on that one.
yeah, it's
But
don't know where I was going.
several chances to be every week.
Mhm.
So we'll see if you win next time. You can't let the guests keep beating you.
No, the guess. Yeah,
Especially on a Sega question.
I don't know.
I honestly guessed on that one. I had no idea.
I know.
I could have sworn the original Sonic was whatever put in it. Guess not.
All right. So that's it for that one. And now I think that's pretty much it because we didn't get any questions yet. So if you want to leave any questions, you can leave them in our Pete's Gamer Forum topic, which you might have seen this from, or you can tweet it to us on the @HeyListenPod or Twitter page.
Yeah, and I'm still trying to figure out how to put it on iTunes. I'm not sure. This is the whole setup for putting podcasts on iTunes is terrible, and
I hear it's really hard.
yeah, because I have the feed on archive.org, and when you go to submit a podcast, it asks for the feed. So when you put the URL in there, it gives me an error, and I guess I'm supposed to use something with like RSS or
Yeah.
I don't know. It's confusing.
You
But
should probably look up steps for that because
yeah,
it's
that's
good to have it on iTunes.
yeah,
I
that's what I
heard
was.
it's a lot easier to do once you know the process, and it's pretty easy to do it.
Yeah.
And then other than that, next week hopefully I'll have my own segment too, because Zach has the trivia, but I couldn't think of anything. I was thinking something with like music or something like that, but I'm not sure how to play audio files like in the Skype call so you guys can hear them. So not sure what I'm gonna do right now, but hopefully I'll think of something. And I guess with that being said, we can just I don't know, contact information and stuff.
Let us know if you have any more suggestions for like changes we can make to the current segments. If you want us to shorten any of them or lengthen any of them, we're going to try to do it as naturally as possible from now on, but we can try and let me know what you think of the new segment that I started. It'll probably get better as we go on too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I guess we can just individually give out our information. So Jordan, you're our guest. Do you want to start out, or?
All right, you can find me on YouTube. It's Skating and Gaming, or on Twitter. It's Skating Game 15, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. For me, Twitter, it's Cole Annoying Nav. Couldn't fit Navi, but YouTube, it's just Annoying Navi, Pete's Gaming Forum, Annoying Navi, and yep, that's it. And Zach.
You can find me on youtube.com/ZRPG Revamped, twitter.com at ZRPG, and you can find me at Raptor at ZRPG Revamped. You can find me on Backloggery at Pokemon ZRPG, and you can find me on Pete's Game Room Forum, Pokemon ZRPG also.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so I guess that's it. Jordan, thanks for coming on today.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yep, so it's, what, 12 a.m. right now? Jeez. That's
Yeah, it is.
2-hour podcast, but yeah, so that's pretty much it. Is there any last words any of you want to say, or?
Nope.
Okay.
We're hoping to have some good guests on in the future because this first guest was just so terrible. So no, Jordan was awesome. So you were the first one we asked because we wanted to have you on the most.
Yeah.
And then we'll sure to be having hopefully one each week. Of course, there's going to be ones where we can't get any, and it'll just be us riding solo. But yep. So thanks everyone for watching. Until next time.